Like I mentioned to you in last class, we are going to do a tutorial in how to use recycled CDs to make photo frames for Mother's Day. So please pay attention first to the supply that we need in order to make this wonderful project. Alright, so first we're going to need a set of markers which will be used in order to place our Happy Mother's Day message. We also mentioned that we're going to use two pictures. I printed them through my printer and I got them here in a bond paper. Okay, now if you have regular pictures from photo albums, you can use them as long as your mom or your dad lets you do that, okay? Next, we're going to use a compass. Make sure your pencil is very well sharpened so that way it won't break, okay? Then we have, this one is called Isacola, which I mentioned to you in the classroom as silicone glue, right? Then we're going to need a ruler, okay? A ruler that is going to measure the length that we need in the circumference and the diameter of the circle. Three color papers, as you can see right here. I have three different colors. I try to look for the ones who are very light color and girly because it's Mother's Day. Now, if in case you don't have color papers, you can use white. Okay, I have one over there, as you can see, just in case I need it. You can use white as well, as long as you, probably use some colors around too. Okay, next we're going to need a pair of scissors. We will need three recycled CDs, okay? I hope they are from movies that you already watched, okay? And we need a cloth string. I said the size of this will be 1 meter, okay? Now, if you don't have one like that, you can use yarn, okay? Or anything that can be helpful to hang the three CDs together, okay? All right, what we need to do right now is actually get the length of the CD, and that's where we're going to use a ruler. Now, if you measure the length, as you can tell right here, is 12 centimeters, okay? And what we need to do is actually use the compass, and in order to trace around the paper, those 12 centimeters, we need to get half of the radius, okay, on the compass, and that means that we have to get 6 centimeters, okay? All right, so I'm going to use my ruler. I'll put it here in the middle, so that way I know that it's going to trace it in this paper, and I measure 6 centimeters. Can you see that? There you have it. It's 6 centimeters then, all right? So I'm taking the ruler off, and now I'm going to make my circle, okay? I don't know if you guys can see it. There you go. Circle is being made, okay? All right, try to make sure you do not lay off your compass, okay? So that way the circle has to be perfect, okay? Try to go around, try to put your wrist and your fingers in movement in a way that the center of the compass will not slide off, okay? So as you can see right there, my circle has been made, and this one is 12 centimeters. And I will do the same thing with my other papers. And of course, now what I need to do is cut it, okay? I will cut the circle, okay, in a way that this will be like a stamp. We will glue this part to the CD, and that's going to give us light. It's going to give us color, because we need to put the picture on top of it, okay? And that color that we chose, like this one for example, it's going to enhance the picture around, okay? So it's one basic thing that actually helps you to bring the attention, okay, to somebody's eyes, because I know for sure a lot of your relatives will come to your house and they will be like, wow, let me see that, what do you have here? And they will find that you guys have made a wonderful photo frame, or in this case, two photo frames for your mommy, for your grandmother too, okay? Because maybe you want to share that space for the two special ladies in your house, right? Okay, so here we go. We have a perfect circle, which actually matches the size of my CD. Okay, now you see these lines here that I traced with a pencil. The best thing to do is actually go the other way where you don't have any lines, so those lines are not visible, okay? And please do not make any, how do we say, holes in the middle, okay? This has to be without any holes, okay? All right, so that's the base. That's going to be the base for the picture that is going to come in a moment. You also need to do 2 more like this for the other 2 CDs. Of the video making, I can tell you that we already have cut the 3 pieces perfectly round for the CDs, and now we're going to proceed to glue them to each one of the CDs. All right, so like I told you before, I recommend you to use Isacola, which is very easy to spread around. Okay, so you can do it like this, like in a circle mode. You can use also toothpick or your fingers, like I'm just doing it right now, so you can spread it all over. Don't use a lot though, okay, because then it gets very wet, and that way it'll probably take much longer to dry out. Okay, so here you go, placing it here on top of the CD, and that's going to be the base for our picture that we're going to make, you know, that we're going to put it as well. Okay, all right, and we're going to proceed also with the next 2 the same way. Okay, so it took me around 2-3 minutes, and I have them ready now. As you can see, they had been glued together. Okay, and now we're going to use the string that we have chosen, and as you remember, I mentioned it to you in class, it's got to be at least 1 meter. Here's mine. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in a halfway all the way here evenly, as you can see. Okay, and now this little corner here, we leave it like a half circle. It goes around because this is the part we're going to use to attach it to the wall. Okay, all right, now we have this here, and what we can do is actually measure maybe like 4 or 5 centimeters from this side. Okay, so there you go. I'm leaving 5 centimeters, and I'm going to use the first one here. Okay, that's where the first one is going to go. Then I'm going to use a separation again of 4 centimeters, and I'm going to place the next one here. Okay, there you go. And then I'm going to use another 4 centimeters, okay, as you can see right here, and I will place the next one there. Okay, now I'll take my ruler off, and you can see that distance had created a wonderful photo frame, okay, where we're going to use these 2 right here for the pictures, and this one here on the top will be where I'm going to place my Happy Mother's Day message. Okay, I have the Isacola again, so I'm going to take my CD on the bottom, and I'm going to use a line. I'm going to go with the glue in like a straight line, and that's going to be the part that is going to attach to the string. All right, so make sure you spread it a little bit, and don't use too much, because sometimes it will probably just take longer to dry it out. Okay, and there you go. I'm going to place it back. It was right here. Okay, there you go, and we will do the same thing with the other 2. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we actually let pass around 10 minutes, so that time was actually good enough in order to let it dry and have the 3 CDs attach each other with the piece of string. Okay, the one we use is like a ribbon style, just to emphasize the type of string we're using. There you go. Okay, I'm putting it back here, and now the next step, we're going to go into the pictures we have. Okay, and what I want you to do is measure. Now remember, we said it was actually diameter 6. We're going to measure half diameter from that, so it's going to be 5.5. Okay, I'm going to use 5.5 in this case. All right, okay, there you go, 5.5. Not that right. All right, here again I want to show you it's 5.5. Okay, from the side of the tip point of the compass to the pencil. Okay, now I'm going to see that I'm going to measure that same distance for both sides in this picture. Okay, so taking into account that I want the face to be shown, I'm going to use that area like this, as you can see it. And I'm going to do, yeah. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to do that measurement with the compass. Okay, and that's going to take 5.5 of this picture. Okay, I know that, and this is the reason why I ask you to print it in a bond paper, because if you do this in one, that your parents probably will be upset, maybe because you're cutting side edges or important parts of the picture, then of course that's not going to be a good idea. Okay, so there you go. I circle it around, and I'm going to proceed now to cut that measurement. It's 5.5 centimeters. Now I remember in the classroom we did it with 5. It's possible to do it with 5 too, but you know what, after I noticed that with this 5 centimeters we actually had a lot of space, okay, then I said to myself, well, we'll try it with 5.5. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going through that picture. Here's my wife. She's actually walking towards the store, and she's actually grabbing one beautiful umbrella. Actually, she lost this umbrella. That's why I like this picture, because it reminds her that beautiful umbrella she had. Yes, it was a Louis Vuitton umbrella. Her sister brought it from Belgium. Okay, so maybe if you guys know about Louis Vuitton, you will know that he's a famous designer, and that's why she loved it too much. Right, here you go. Circle the picture, and that one will be posted here. Okay, so I'm going to proceed now to glue it. Okay, as you can see, it's a perfect size. So try 5.5 again. All right, we're going to place some of this Isacola over here, and please again spread it, because otherwise it will actually give a very wet stain around. Okay, so if you spread it all around, it's going to be fine. Now let's put that picture here. Okay, this is where I want it to be, and voila. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing with the other picture here, which I will show it to you in a moment. Okay, all right, so we proceeded also to attach the other picture. So you can see it right there. We have the two of them. Oops, the other side looks like that. Here it is. Now, this is the part where you need to take more of your time, okay? Here's where we're going to do the message, okay? So if you can probably go look in internet and maybe find some beautiful phrases or quotes about Mother's Day, that'll be a great idea. You can also do your own, okay? I think what I'm going to put here is to the most wonderful mom. Okay, that's what I'm going to put. And also on top of that, we're going to create some drawings. Okay, maybe we can do like a flower, and I think I will use this color with this color. Okay, all right, so let's see how it goes. Here it is. It's like a daisy, right? Like a daisy that is going to have some petals. Okay, here we go. All right. You can just use any colors you want, any of your creations, any of your ways, guys. All right. So please let your imagination flow. Okay, there goes that. Maybe we can make another one here. Okay. And of course, do not let your imagination just go short on this. It's your mom's day, so you need to do something beautiful, okay? Something pretty. There you go, all right? Maybe, I don't know, maybe you like some sort of animal. You can also try to make a beautiful dog or a cat. It's up to you guys, okay? So I think I'm going to make here a puppy, okay? And this is going to be my puppy. Okay, and here its ears, okay, and his smile. Okay, so you go ahead and do that in the way that you think is best. All right, and that's it. Pretty much we already finished. Now we're going to post it. We're going to place it in the wall. Okay, there you go. It looks so pretty. We actually are using this side of my house where there's a column in the living room. And as you can tell, it actually matches pretty good with the colors. And I hope you have the same luck that you can actually get a nice product for your mommies, all right? So with this, I'm finishing this video, and just check it as many times as you need until you get the final product.